EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first 32-yard line. Mayfield going to take a shot for Gallup. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Ready?
Ito Smith, his first carry. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 17-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
That's track. Go.
Now Ito Smith. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
Come on, set. 90, Wolf. Wild Bill. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Blue draw Corkers. Mike 57. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
After the penalty, it's Smith. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back.
On the set. 53. Check 53. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
On 2nd and 12, Rudolph Throwing the out route and complete. It's Horton. That catch good for 5. It's third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Extra point up and through, and it's now a 7-0 game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 30, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. He goes 105 yards on the kick return as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want him to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Mayfield. Got a man. That's Richie James. 27 yards there. A first down. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Haynes looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Mayfield now. And James has it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Richie James, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Switch. Greystone travel. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Big dribble.
On first down, it's Rudolph. He rifles one that's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
That's what I'm talking about, boy. That's what I'm talking about.
Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Let's see what you got.
X3. 218, chopper. Ready, shoot.
First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Now.
Rudolph looking to throw it. And Thomas has it. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Ken Lobo.
I got you, son. Watch safety creeping.
You're out.
He's creeping. Watch twist.
Hey, wahoo. Pilot, 64, weak.
Mike, 51. You don't want none of that. Give me that. Pick up the ball. Back.
Rudolph just does beat the play clock. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. On first down, it's Haynes. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Haynes. They find some open field here. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They'll try the left side. Bishop. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Run. Regular. Hurry. Hey, foxtrot.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB.
Watch out.
From the 38, Mayfield. That is incomplete.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Run.
Y'all playing the wrong football. 36.
Watch out.
Mayfield to throw it. And Jennings has it. And they're going to have themselves another first down. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
20.
Mike 50. Hey, me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
That's caught by Jennings. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Rudolph. He's going to air one out. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Gary Jennings, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, one-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
On 1st down, Rudolph. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 23 yards, the final tally.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now Rudolph. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Myles Garrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Guys, it's game situation.
Go.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Rudolph now to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A gain there of 30 big ones.
At the 25-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Let's go.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
There we go.
So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Ready to go. Now.
They'll run with Samuels. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Samuels, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Browns' drive about to get started. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On second down, it's Haynes, and this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Real. Hurry! Pistol. Mike 50.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. Looking deep for Jennings. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's right.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Set, 8, read.
Check, 53's Mike. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
General West. Hit it.
Now it's Rudolph. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete.
Let's go.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Showing up 61, matchbox lights. 5.
Here's Rudolph. And the pressure gets to him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Ready.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
57.
Check.
Lead river.
Shotgun snap for Rudolph. He gets it to Thomas. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though.
Baby, let's go. Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points, and they look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. Jennings was the one he was looking for. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
After the interception, here's Rudolph. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Read it well, and it's picked. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20, 10, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. Touchdown. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Extra point safely through, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Out of the gun, Rudolph. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zach Wilson coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Rudolph looking to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jonathan Abram picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10.
50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. Watch the slap.
Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. To throw again on second down. Mayfield. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. On 3rd down, Haynes finding room inside the 40. And a cut to the... And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. The extra point up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Joseph now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Third quarter as they come up first and 10.
Ready.
Back to throw, Rudolph. Complete to Washington. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Set, ready. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie.
Watch tight. Tight end right.
Hit it.
2nd and 15. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Ready. 50, plant.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, it's Samuels. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Leo. 5.
Now Rudolph on first down. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
91.
So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Topper. Big grip.
Again, it's Rudolph. That's complete to Smith. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Rudolph looking to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mack Wilson picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
After the sack, it's second and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
4 down. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Army.
Hey, Sam on. Bravo.
Under crunch. Mike's 57.
Ready.
Danny.
Shoot.
Back to throw here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things.
There he goes, right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. With his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Joseph now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Get ready.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Play action. It's Rudolph. And now here is another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's do it.
On the return, the Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here.
Ready?
On 2nd and 12, Rudolph. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10.
Set. 180.
Check 55, Mike.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
Check the backer, check the backer.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Haynes. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
At the 43-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the Steelers' 43-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Okay, baby, I see you.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Haynes. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
He only got a yard, but that was enough to do the job.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.